让技师陪你90分钟。
For just 200 yuan, about 28 US dollars, you can have a massage parlor girl keep you company for 90 minutes. Spend 80 yuan, about 11 US dollars, and a billiards hall girl will hang out with you for an hour. Drop 1,000 yuan, about 140 US dollars, and you can get a girl raised by someone else for over 20 years to stand there, ready to do whatever you want. Young people these days? They go from bars to hotel rooms without blinking. But love at KTV? It barely lasts until the elevator door. No matter how gorgeous a girl is, she's never short of wealthy older guys circling her. And the guys her age? They can't compete with those uncles. So, young men start chasing married women instead. As the saying goes, young guys go after older women, young girls fall for rich men. In this era, the wealthy stay loyal to each other, while the broke just watch from the sidelines. Love? Good luck finding it.
你知道为什么很多年轻的小姐姐都喜欢去 KTV 上班吗？
Do you know why so many young ladies like working at KTV? Today, I want to share some real talk with you. Do you have the courage to hear it all? Say you're job hunting, and a friend tells you about a KTV hiring, 600 yuan, about 84 US dollars, per day. Even if you only go for one day and sell 0 drinks, they still guarantee you the full 600 yuan. That's 600 yuan? A delivery guy would have to grind all day without eating or drinking to maybe earn it. Not even 3 days could guarantee it. But you get it in one evening. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm talking about straight-up legitimate liquor promotion. You don't have to butter up the customers or let some uncle lay a finger on you. Yet, that 600 yuan is yours so easily, wired right after your shift. Now, do you still need to flirt and act cute for your boyfriend to buy you seafood? Or stare at 3 dresses in your cart and force yourself to pick just one because you're short on cash? That's when your self-worth surges. Girl, I live off my looks. One day gets me 600 yuan, 20,000 yuan, about 2,800 US dollars a month, and it's all clean money. But 600 yuan burns fast. Then you notice your friends all have iPhones, while your 2,000 yuan, about 280 US dollars, phone feels embarrassing to pull out. You're left with 2 options: beg your boyfriend to buy you one, or head back to KTV for half a month and get it yourself. You think for 2 seconds, and you're back at KTV. This time, the boss says, "Kid, you gotta sell some booze for me. Can't keep taking losses." You figure, yeah, makes sense, just drink with them, anyone's got that skill. Boss adds, sell a 9,999 yuan, about 1,400 US dollars, bottle of champagne, and I'll hook you up with a 2,000 yuan, about 280 US dollars, commission, base pay still on. Your eyes widen. Whoa. 2,000 yuan. 3 days to that iPhone. So you throw on a JK uniform and clock in. Luck's with you. First day, you meet a bald bigwig who reeks of money. He digs you, tells his crew, "Dance for me and I'll pop the champagne." You've never danced feeling shy. "How about I sing instead?" No dancing. He gets upset. "Nah, what's the point of singing? I love watching girls dance." This guy's decent, patiently says, "No worries, just dance. Doesn't matter if it's bad. I'll enjoy it anyway." You roll your eyes, thinking, a dance for 2,000 yuan? Where else? Fine, I'll do it. You copy some Douyin moves, twisting a few times. Bigwig gets pumped and opens 2 bottles right there. As you're thrilled, suddenly he slings an arm around your waist and pulls you in. You panic and run out. He laughs hard. "Come back. I'm just messing. This girl's fun." Truth is, you don't dare really bolt. Money's not yours yet. So you go back obediently. At shift's end, boss praises you and transfers 4,600 yuan, about 644 US dollars, on the spot. Even asks you to bring in more girls, make you team leader with extra commission. Sure, you feel taken advantage of and guilty about your boyfriend, but checking your phone balance, you're still giddy heading home. Soon, your boyfriend starts annoying you more and more. Actually, every girl in the nightlife starts out pure, but the environment really changes people. Don't underestimate its power. When you're dragged step by step into the abyss, you might not even realize it. So, girls, when job hunting, stay far from the night scene. Because if you hang by the river, you're bound to get your shoes wet.
为什么年轻小姐姐都喜欢到 KTV 上班？
Why do so many young girls choose to work at KTV? Today I'll tell you the truth. Let's see if you have the courage to listen to the end. In Guangzhou, just one night at KTV can earn you 800 renminbi, about 110 US dollars. Even if you don't sell a single bottle of alcohol, the money is guaranteed. Meanwhile, if your boyfriend delivers food, he'd have to complete over 400 orders to earn the same amount. At KTV, you simply stand there. Don't overthink, it's legitimate alcohol sales. You don't have to flatter customers, and no one even touches a single finger of yours. Yet, by the end of the shift, the 800 renminbi is instantly in your account. So tell me, after that, do you still need to act coy with your boyfriend just to get a hot pot meal at Heideleo? Do you still have to give up 3 dresses in your shopping cart because you can't afford them? That sense of self-worth kicks in. I can earn 800 renminbi a day, and it's clean money. But money goes fast, and a new iPhone has just launched. Now you have 2 options. Either beg your boyfriend to buy you the cheapest model for your birthday, or work half a month at KTV and get yourself the top-tier one. You think for a moment and head back to KTV. This time, the boss is direct. You need to help me sell the drinks. I can't keep losing money. He adds, if you sell a champagne bottle worth 9,999 renminbi, 1 for 100 USD, I'll give you a 2,000 renminbi, 280 USD, commission, cash on the spot. Your eyes light up, just 3 days, and you can buy the iPhone. Wearing your JK uniform, you show up for work. Luck is on your side. A wealthy bald man takes a liking to you. In front of his friends, he says if you dance for him, he'll open champagne. You've never danced before, so you suggest singing instead. He refuses. He only wants to see a young girl dance. Thinking about the 2,000 renminbi, you decide to try a few TikTok-style moves. Unexpectedly, he gets excited and opens 2 bottles. But then he suddenly pulls you close, rubbing his head against your chest. Terrified, you try to run, but he laughs loudly. Come back, I'm just teasing. You can't really run, not before you get paid. At the end of the night, the boss praises your performance, transfers 4,800 renminbi, 670 USD, right away, and even suggests you bring more friends to join. He'll make you the team leader with extra commission. Although you feel taken advantage of and guilty toward your boyfriend, seeing your account balance makes your heart secretly delighted. From then on, you start finding your boyfriend increasingly annoying. So, my advice to young women, protect yourselves and stay away from nightlife venues. Walk by the river long enough, and you'll eventually get wet.
有很多女生公开求人包养自己。
A lot of women are now openly asking to be kept as sugar babies, and they've even given this a trendy name, finding a daddy boyfriend. Just try searching for daddy boyfriend online. All you'll find are posts asking to be sponsored, complete with price tags. For these daddy boyfriends, it's incredibly simple and direct. Their needs are met without the hassle of trying to please a girlfriend. How great is that? They can get a new girlfriend every month. But once you get used to this distorted kind of relationship, it becomes incredibly difficult to return to normal dating. It all started with guys and girls posting their best photos to fish for attention. Then it evolved into organizing group hangouts, finding activity partners, or looking for a crush. And now, it's gotten straight to the point, listing conditions and prices while openly seeking a sponsor. It's honestly getting more and more absurd.
为什么进入夜场的女孩子越来越多啊？
Why are more and more young women entering the nightlife industry? First, because nowadays, this field has become increasingly unfriendly to women, and it will only get tougher in the future. The main reason lies in the overall economic downturn, which has led to rising unemployment across many industries. Starting a business has also become more difficult. On top of that, with the spread of the internet and short video platforms, more people have learned about this line of work, and so the number of entrants has grown. But when too many people share the same pie, some may eat their fill, while others are left hungry. Just a few years ago, many women could easily get 2 or even 3 shifts a day without ever worrying about being out of work. But now, things have changed. Many young women are anxious, wondering if they'll have a shift today or if they'll be called up tomorrow. With more people crowding in, the competition grows fiercer and the pressure only gets heavier.
Hello， 大家好，我是小景。随着社会经济的快速发展
Hello, everyone. I'm Xiaojing. With the rapid growth of our economy and society, people's material lives have transformed dramatically. Nowadays, young folks aren't just chasing basic needs, they're also craving a richer spiritual life. In recent years, the KTV industry has exploded, becoming a go-to way for people to unwind. It's not just for friend hangouts anymore. Lots of businesses choose KTVs for networking and deal-making. Now, speaking of KTVs, they've always been a bit controversial. A few years back, the word KTV made people think of shady, questionable places, and they got a bad rap. Even now, some folks still look at KTVs and the people working there with judgmental eyes. But let's be real, KTVs today are a whole different story. Most of the staff are young, good-looking, and vibrant. On top of their regular tasks, they help guests pick songs and promote drinks like wine or liquor. They can earn anywhere from 20,000 to 50,000 yuan a month, about $2,800 to $7,000. Pretty solid income. That said, the job isn't easy. The hours are irregular, often stretching into the early morning, like 4 or 5 a.m. The high-pressure environment can be too much for some girls, and they end up quitting. This brings up a question a lot of curious netizens ask. What happens to the girls who quit KTV? Who do they end up marrying? I did some digging and heard some real stories from people who've been there. Even though KTVs are common now, not everyone accepts the job. Girls who leave often face social pressure and gossip. Some end up marrying male colleagues from the same industry, guys who get what the job's like. Others return to their hometowns, go on arranged dates, and marry honest, down-to-earth local guys. Then there are those who, feeling the weight of life, move to a new city for a fresh start. Here's what I think. Whether people judge or show understanding, as long as someone's not breaking the law, not hurting anyone, and earning a living through their own hard work, they deserve respect. Everyone's got their own path, just you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts below. That's it for today's video. Follow Xiaojing so you don't get lost. I'll take you to check out some fancy villas. See you next time, bye-bye.
姐妹们，珍惜作业场的时间。
Hey sisters, cherish the time you spend working in this industry. Because right now, it's insanely competitive. More and more young women are joining, which only makes the pressure heavier. 5 to 7 years ago, women in their early 30s could still get by, just put on some makeup, dress up a little, and there was still work. But now it's different. From what I see, after 27 or 28, it's really hard to survive in this field.
Why?
Because the younger generation, especially those born after 2000, are flooding in. They're young, beautiful, stylish, and many even turn to cosmetic surgery to enhance their looks. That's why a career here doesn't last long. If you're thinking of entering the business, or if you're already in it, you need to make the most of your youth. Work hard, save money, and plan ahead. Don't just think about today. Make sure you prepare for your future.
如果有人问你 KTV 是干什么的，你肯定联想到唱歌。
If someone asks you what a KTV is for, you would undoubtedly say singing. But in reality, singing is just one of the most basic forms of entertainment at a KTV. You would never imagine that these places have a sordid underbelly you've never seen. As the pace of modern life accelerates, economic development has brought increasing work pressure. Sky-high housing prices and the 996 work culture, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week, leave many people with almost no time for a personal life. In this environment, new forms of entertainment like murder mystery games and escape rooms have grown popular. However, The rise of new industries often comes with regulatory loopholes. Some dating platforms have openly become places for one-night stands, while other apps blatantly push suggestive content. Against this backdrop, if you were to ask where special services exist, many might mention foot massage parlors or bars, but they overlook an older entertainment venue that also offers shady services: the KTV. Initially, KTVs were a healthy way to relieve stress. The cost, charged by the hour, typically ranges from 40 to 200 Chinese yuan, about 6 to 28 US dollars, an affordable price for most. But here's the strange part. Some netizens have shared that their bills at KTVs can run into the tens of thousands of yuan. A bill of over 10,000 Chinese yuan, about 1,400 US dollars, is not uncommon. So, where does all that money go? As the KTV industry became saturated and profits declined, some owners began to bend the law for a quick buck. They introduced murky services like singing companions and drinking companions. They hired attractive, articulate young women to liven up the atmosphere, creating what's known as the KTV atmosphere team. Over time, this service morphed. KTV owners designed private, secluded rooms and offered companion services provided by women known in the industry as princesses. A legitimate service for a night would only cost a few hundred yuan. But the customers spending thousands aren't just foolishly wealthy, they are paying for illicit transactions. They pay a high price to receive extra services. The singing companion service is the most typical example of the KTV's dark side. These women are usually chosen for their good looks and figures. The service is charged by the hour, ranging from several hundred to even several thousand yuan. As a result, their monthly income can easily exceed 10,000 Chinese yuan, about 1,400 US dollars, not including commissions from selling expensive drinks. When night falls, under the bright neon lights, these princesses line up as if in an audition, waiting for customers to choose them. They wear revealing outfits, sometimes even uniforms, to attract clients with specific preferences. A former waiter in the industry shared some little-known stories. The boss takes half of their daily earnings. At least a third of the princesses work part-time, and they are rarely students. The clients are mostly white-collar professionals with stable incomes. Most of these women have boyfriends, who are often also in the nightlife industry and can understand their work. There's a fundamental difference between a princess and a prostitute. The princesses here are typically very young, often under 20, and operate in a legal gray area. It's common for them to be taken advantage of by drunk customers. Regulatory authorities are now tightening their supervision of the KTV industry. Establishments providing these special services will face severe penalties. While making money is important, business must be conducted legally. Ignoring the law for short-term profit is like cutting off your own feet. For the young women in these roles, although they can earn a lot of money, they are placing themselves in a dangerous and complex environment. These shady dealings can cause not only physical harm but also lasting psychological trauma. By the time they feel regret, it will be too late. As the old saying goes, a gentleman loves wealth, but he acquires it through righteous means. Every industry must abide by the law. One cannot be blinded by money. Otherwise, one misstep could lead to a lifetime of regret. Through the stories we've just listened to, from the neon-lit hidden corners of KTVs to the social media posts seeking a daddy boyfriend, we see a complex portrait of the choices facing youth in modern society. This is not merely a story about money. It is a story about values, about trade-offs, and about a shortcut that is as tempting as it is treacherous. The allure of fast money is undeniably powerful. It promises a life of freedom, where you no longer have to hesitate over 3 dresses in your shopping cart, where you don't need to act cute for a nice meal. It offers an immediate sense of power, an illusion of self-worth measured by the numbers in a bank account. But the true price to be paid isn't found on any receipt. Instead, it is slowly deducted from things far more precious: youth, self-respect, and the belief in genuine love. This path is a slippery slope. It begins with a thought, It's just alcohol promotion. It's just singing along. It's just clean money. But as the boundaries of compromise are pushed back, little by little, from an awkward dance for a commission to tolerating unwanted physical contact, one gradually gets lost in a moral gray area. And once you become accustomed to everything having a price, the soul finds it incredibly difficult to feel the spark of a relationship free from transaction. The increasingly fierce competition in the nightlife world serves as a stark reminder that beauty and youth are the most finite of assets. When the new generation, younger, more beautiful, floods the scene, where will their predecessors go? Will the money they've earned be enough to buy back a peaceful future and a respected place in society? Ultimately, the message Chinese emotion wishes to convey is not one of judgment, but one of sincere reflection. Each of us has the right to strive for a better life, but let us always be cautious of shortcuts. The easiest path often hides the most dangerous traps. A flower is most valuable when it blooms freely in the sunlight, not when it has a price tag attached to it in the dark. Cherish yourself, because your true worth can never be determined by any currency.